humans have been getting inked for over 5
This is not the design that the client asked for.
Judged by top names in the industry.
One thing, become an ink master and win $100,000.
Opened the very first tattoo parlor in America over 50 years ago. Now all of you standing here claim to be the best. Elm Street Tattoo in Dallas, Texas. True Tattoo in Hollywood, California. He was in the Guinness Book of World Records.
So they have to take it.
And your third judge, you're looking at him. Challenge, you must create a tattoo of a skull. It's up to you to use the common skull to show off your artistic
Whatever they
style.
tell me to do, I'm gonna do. You're here to win $100,000. Go hard or go home.
You got 90 minutes here to do your tattoos, and the clock starts right now.
Style of tattooing is more like an oil painting, not lots of color. It's pretty challenging.
Not something so serious, and I want to do something that's a little related to the pig and funny. So
I'm really willing to lose my fingers for this.
I think Heather needs to toughen up a little bit. It's not that cold in
Looks
here.
at their pigs. One of them little piggies is going home.
Everybody's bringing the top quality work.
All right, Leah. Composition-wise, it really came through a lot better in the end. Like you really.
For this challenge, we had you tattoo skulls.
Billy, this is like king size for you, man. What you talking about, man? Where y'all need to be. So I'm gonna let y'all know what I need for breakfast.
Welcome, artists, to this week's Elimination Tattoo.
Jeremy?
That's me. James.
James.
Why are you getting this covered up exactly?
My wedding is in September, and I want to have some.
All right, guys, 4 hours to go.
You do a lot of Japanese?
No, just do whatever the customer bring.
Oh, yeah? An ink master is somebody.
Let's go.
You didn't really wow us.
You're lumped, you're not straight.
Only took 6 hours.
It's good, looks real good, man.
Basically.
Would have been awesome in the end, but
For $100,000. In the jawline?
Shane. Differentiate between Edward and the Tat.
One thing you're lacking is
Love.
Yeah, all the letters. About passed out when he came in my room and said,
All right, guys, who do you think's the most raw talent, and who do you think was just
All right, guys, listen up. The judges need to see Tommy, Shane, B-Tat, and Jerry.
Tell us why you think you should stay here in this competition.
awkward positions anyways.
That's what tattooers do. You work around it. We all are sitting hunched over because we
Fucking hard as hell to get that straight over. What do you want? You want me to judge on the line?
can you get EMT?
10 of the best tattoo artists on the planet. In the Elimination Tattoo, pain proved to be too for Jeremy's canvas. And the title of Ink Master.
So that I can show that I'm a good artist.
Shaky lines, the tattoo's never gonna look sharp, never clean.
Today, these are your canvases.
I've been in the industry since I was 14 years old. It's happening, bro.
Leah. Number 3, Heather. Number 4.
To design for that car that will go with it. When you're in the tattoo world, you kind of look at the client.
I do new school tattoos. I like to use.
I started on the rear quarter panel, and it's difficult to paint from that angle.
Have a natural shape to it, and these just look along the side of the flat side of the car. The line quality, this, and it looks like it goes with the car. I think it's good.
I'm not threatening.
Counteracts the direction of the flow of this vehicle. It kind of looks like some of this stuff should be just your quality of design on there. None of it fit the car, and that's the challenge here: is to make lines fit a shape.
I thought the challenge was just to make.
I feel I should have won that challenge, being just creative, but they gave it to Billy.
In this week's Elimination Tattoo, many cultures consider sacred.
Be clean lines, saturated, large.
The Dinko symbols or what's like down my back.
Cool. Right on. To be able to do good, clean lines.
Guess we can kick some ideas.
Sure.
See, he got some run. Started like losing his eyesight. Can you get EMT?
Well to each other. So everything is almost like perfectly spaced.
Here.
Guys, that's 1 hour down.
Stars.
There's a lot of nerves in there that's very painful to try to squeeze a whole head tattoo.
Setting off a cliff.
Minutes left.
Choice. How much time?
30 seconds left.
You should go home.
So you chose the head tattoo?
Yeah, I chose the head.
That was bold.
For the design, placement,
what your capabilities are. You know, that's sign in a tattooer.
Fact. Thank you, sir. Tommy, step up.
It would have been a more image with that line facing the center. Points look like periods.
They come to a dot at the end of a sentence.
You had the best tattoo.
Thank you.
You went big, guns blazing, put the tribal ready to show it off. I think what you do is quit showing off the big
Billy
extravagant.
is complaining all the time, and the door's right there. Don't let it hit you on the way out. You got elements
One
of the
place and be great at the other.
Artists were left.
Each week we've been testing you on the essential skills.
Period. In the Elimination tattoo, Billy's blacked out.
Can you get your
$100,000 prize and the title of Ink Master.
Wow.
How well you use your shading to transform your model. 90 minutes to complete this challenge. And your time
I'm gonna
starts
take
now.
these boys to an art class, Al Fliction's art class.
that are gonna go first? The weakest artists are apparent.
Careful around them nipples with them brushes.
30 minutes left to go, guys. From a distance, that piece is just three-dimensional coming out of the skin. Josh, tell me a little bit about what happened here.
It's a simple idea that nobody would think of.
I'm really happy with the field.
As far as use of shading, I really like a handful of them.
We all have our favorites. The winner of this thing hit it all. You can't the bed in one place and
All right, Al, because you won this challenge, you get your pick of human canvas.
it creates depth so that something doesn't, you give it a 3D feel.
Dark grades, a light grade. It's got to be from black to white.
Imagine bringing the band up, because then you have a nice area for us to put it.
Judging, and you know, if you signed up for this, the door's right there. Don't let it hit you on the way out, Billy.
Elements in that design to show off like really solid black and gray.
And begged and pleaded with these contestants to slow down, be precise.
I'm really nervous about how I'm going to make all this come to life.
Awesome, man. There's some knots, black and gray stuff out there. From a competitor's point of view.
Welcome to the night's elimination. Al, you're up first.
Raise out, extending them.
You did a tattoo that was the right size, rode well on your client's arm.
I want to hear your...
We came in thinking we could do the whole head. Today when we got in, we made a few simple modifications.
Hey, Tommy.
The areas that are black, and it fades out. This whole
You got
forearm.
elements of the thing wrong. You're missing. Are you happy with it? Come on, I do Statue of Liberty all day. Y'all look like a transvestite, Tommy.
Shane, Josh, Billy. Two skills that are out there, then this competition is not for you.
Billy.
If this guy asks for a specific Japanese image,
Even if I reduce my quality, it's still better than else.
Everybody wants like back pieces and full
the
sleeves.
less people there are, the less leeway there's gonna be.
This is not a good one out of you.
Each week we've been testing you on the essential skills needed to be Al.
What the hell if he did a good job of
Affliction.
The shading is not there. You're competing for 100 grand.
The judges are harassing me, and I think it's bullshit. I didn't get the canvas I wanted. I had to do what I had to
As
do.
always, we begin with the Flash Challenge, the winner first pick of the human canvas elimination tattoo. In this Flash Challenge, you'll be applying one. You'll be judged by Oliver, Chris Nunez, and myself. Plus, today,
Flash challenge that has something to do with tattooing. I finally get to show what I can do.
as you can see, there are 7 stars here.
Heather.
So you guys are free to use any style you want. Black, gray.
No, your elbows are bad. They're bad. They're not gonna be fun to tattoo. They're really wrinkly. My head is in it.
to surpass him. Man, you cannot get that green in a door. One chink in the armor.
Color, it's one of his weakest Flash challenges. This is a competition, so
Like
the more
burgundy out to, that's actually red, but
Nah, it looks brown.
The color wasn't as solid as some of the others.
I personally didn't like James's. I don't think this is an Ink Master piece. It's more like a disaster piece.
This is not a good one out of you.
Robert wants a tattoo of food. He wants either a mountain lion or a one-by-one pick up a skull with your name on it. Be your client. Sandy, would you like to come up?
Billy.
Most important part of the tattoo. No, a lot of pictures in it. The competition is...
You can put the bones, the veins, tendons, detailed images that have to look a certain way, and if you can't technically get the right sharp lines and the right smooth shape.
A little bit more of an advantage for me.
The realism.
In this challenge, there's a lot of room for error.
I don't know what Heather's ailment is, but I've been doing 20 years and I bend over all day long and I don't have that much pain.
But the work kind of looks like. She said she was going to try to do the flames realistic.
I think we got working color. It seems that's my style when it comes out.
The only thing I would like to have seen that would have changed the whole look of this thing.
There's not any structure or form which way these clouds are flowing. It's just kind of like
animation kind of tattoos.
You had the age of positioning this and photographing.
I could in a way that I thought, you know, I could give this guy a good tattoo.
I just don't think this tattoo falls.
Like pounce on something.
Tommy hit it, man.
My complaint is just it's not. The less people there are, the less leeway there's going to be. So concentrate on what the challenge is.
Billy, why do you think you're here?
It's an organic piece.
Sell in every type of genre.
I'm not trying to make excuses. I could go off on a tangent about staying up.
This is probably the most disappointing tattoo of the day.
What is that stuff?
That's straight brown.
Whatever it is, it's straight wrong.
Flash challenge.
This is gonna suck.
There's one.
Instead of wasting an hour on doing the most precise on a knee.
Oh, this is photorealism. It just didn't hit the mark.
Heather.
The tattoo doesn't.
I don't think that anybody can say that the strawberry doesn't look like a strawberry. Yeah. It's just the proportion.
As the owner of Save Tattoos, he's one of the most in-demand in the world. His clientele includes everyone from hardcore
it'll scar up or turn into hamburger while it's healing.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thank you. All right, let's meet your canvases. In this challenge, you'll be using your color skills to create a piece that reflects the personality of your canvas. You'll have 2 hours to paint. The clock starts.
Color in a way that makes it pop, makes it jump off the skin.
Look at the way you like the colors. Colors, right?
Damn, man.
That is awesome.
Darker down in the bottom because of the depth.
Yeah, I like the light from the top, shallow water. Nice.
Bouncing off each other makes it really stand out.
Josh's leg's not what I'm in. It's fourth grader style drawing. It's a color challenge, but that
about
doesn't
testing your color skills by creating a perfect for a prosthesis. The one artist we feel won this challenge.
very traditional ideas. What's your idea?
Traditional skull, snake.
I'm gonna go with the skull, dagger, and snake.
Like very simple, you know what I mean? I'm really being that American traditional tattoos were done
all
with.
night is drawing. It's not at all what I'm thinking. It's too much. We gotta do something else.
Something more refined in mind.
Insane now. I am under the gun. Right, we about to start tattooing.
He's trying to make it as tricky and throw all the bells and whistles. Traditional tattoo, you should be able to.
Gonna have to go home today.
What's going on here, guys?
Color that I can pack it in the skin, and at the same time, I still kind of traditional feel.
Not one other person in here.
Billy.
Did not expect that.
I don't want to change his mind on the tattoo.
A big part of the tattooer is taking a client's idea and figuring out a way to make the most out of it.
Josh? How was this for you?
Put your traditional boots on today. Good job.
All right, guys. Once again, Billy, Leah
told you what they wanted. You gave them 6 of what he wanted, and
this
you did
is probably the most disappointing tattoo of the day. You said this is traditional tattoo, man. I feel like
go home.
Tommy's making a run for it. I'm just gonna teach him a lesson this next challenge.
Get up too bad.
For real, this is a mistake, man.
This week, these are your canvases.
Challenge.
The one artist we feel won this challenge, Shay.
I'm definitely pissed off. They're not gonna
straight
rip
wrong.
Shane apart.
It's a traditional tattoo that has balls and cut the balls off.
Leah.
You're so good.
Leah definitely had her going today. I feel like she's on the hot seat. That's good.
Go home or win $100,000. So you're gonna work with me.
Signed up to get a tattoo for free. Lightheaded, little strange.
Welcome to another Flash Challenge. As always, you'll be judged by Oliver Peck. All right, guys, this week we're testing your proportion skills.
Proportion is when all
the praying hands.
Oh no, this sucks. I haven't done that.
I can't decide which angle I want to draw this from, so I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because I'm drawing from two different angles at one time.
You'll have 90 minutes.
I'm psyched. I get to redeem
30 seconds.
Detail, fingernails, I mean, even the grooves.
I think you got the proportion right, which is the main test here.
Pretty detailed. I tried to simplify it more than this actual sketch was. Definitely has a different
Looks
style.
like these poor little guys.
I think Tommy's were the best. The only thing I think about Tommy's is that if you either changed the angle of it on the arm.
Get ready for the elimination tattoo.
Now I'm pissed off. I feel I should have won that Flash challenge.
I don't like doing pinups because most people want to get them, can't get any detail in it, and it could go wrong.
Let's meet your canvases.
If the guy's skin was a little bit darker, then I'd rather work. But the style of pinup that he wanted really caters.
You want to put it on your leg.
Yeah.
These are not flat. It's not.
Morning, everybody. It's time for you all to tap into your skills and tattoo a pinup girl on your human canvas. You'll be judged.
The face is tiny, so I'm a little concerned about getting.
Big crazy tat.
They're not into that style. I'm taking the big.
Oh, jeez.
I like it. I like the feathers, too.
Today at Ink Master, we have 5 left. One go home.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. You had a tough week last week. It was a close call for you. How are you feeling about this?
I feel good about it.
Which is just extraordinary. To put an expression on her face, that just blew my mind, man.
This girl's got 2 right feet. She's got 2 right.
Couple bumps in the road, but you've been a consistent big tattoo. In this competition, I gotta judge these guys.
The competitor in me wants one of you to go.
I don't know what you're looking at. She don't bull either.
No, we need to see Tommy, Lee, and James.
Hey, let's go.
Do it, do it.
You know, it's a cardinal sin, you know? I'm not gonna make up any type of excuse whatsoever.
Line that made this face shape look a lot better, but tattoo, the nose line's not there.
Apparently he's pretty pissed off about it.
Who's that?
You, man. I didn't come here to make friends.
Placement of this thing beat the hell out of you.
Essential skills needed to become an ink master.
The artist's massive mistakes plagued the artists.
I don't know, it just beat up or what, but this week's tattoo.
The shape of that top lip and the teeth, man, it's just scary.
All of you guys have pretty much been.
That belongs to me. They might as well write my name on a check right now. Did you really think you had a chance of leaving?
If you're there, you. Lord have
Coveted
mercy.
title of Ink Master. As always, we kick things off with the Flash Challenge.
I don't even stand a chance at this challenge.
You have 2 hours to do this, and your time starts now.
I want to get to the final 3 and see where I stack up. Embarrassment, the goddamn graffiti.
Should be wearing a
Shane's
mask.
piece is starting out pretty weak. I know he's never done. Hopefully, he'll crash and burn on this one.
Rudy.
Like a real pro graffiti style action. The further away you are, the easier it is to read. Mr. O'Neill there, because I really like the fact that he is really super clean. He looks kind of like a
All right, so for this challenge, we tested your lettering skill, graffiti art. The one artist that stood
Apparently he's pretty pissed off about it.
Getting competitive, though. He's supposed to be grouchy.
Who's that?
You, man. We brought the
will
ground.
include lettering. So make sure your lettering's as tight as your portrait.
There's a very limited number of.
You the man. I choose Robert because his really see the hair too good in the picture. The
I'm
teeth.
totally stressed the time on this one because I'm so demanding and because of the detail put into it.
Was taken.
60s, 70s.
You know, Johanna wanted her mother, and it's so small.
The likeness of the person. What's going to make it recognizable is just the correct dimension. So the shading around the eyes and the nose and the lips.
Hello, Mr. Jack Rudy. I'm having a little difficulty.
It's pretty much how I expected it to be for this spot. An extra 2 hours.
I definitely feel good myself in this. This is something that I don't do all the time.
So you had to move that and use your white and a difference to really make it appear lifelike.
Because you allowed that to happen to yourself. The fact of the matter is where face is, where it lands in that tattoo. Technically, it's a really nice tattoo, man, and it took Took balls to make it real dark.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Some thin lines kind of make it look like.
There's a definite trick to hair that guy standing right
I normally don't have a bad day. It was so hard to work with that area. I should have been able to tell.
Really?
I think there's features that he did, and there's features that he didn't capture.
She's got two
hair kill it so bad for me.
Yeah, it looks like she's wearing the veil.
Me, because I learned from that. I should stay in the competitions. I'm well-rounded.
And this is you, brother. This is your chance to make it or break it. You should have put your foot down
You
on
also
this.
missed in some areas. There's so much on the line here. It's 100 grand. The Ink
I'm
magazine.
here to win the competition.
These canvases, the design is completely up to you.
I'm more nervous than I've ever been in my life.
These are your canvases.
Wow.
Their skills have been tested in every essential discipline.
It sucks that I got stuck with this girl from my first client.
Will earn a $100,000 prize and the title of Ink Master.
I know I should be like super fired up, jumping around to be in the final three, but I know James is going to do something ridiculously huge in 12 hours because he's lightning fast, so that'll be tough to compete against.
I'm looking to get like Japanese style koi fish.
I'm in my comfort zone. Give the judges judge.
Gentlemen, welcome to your first master canvas
A
session.
very strong black and gray fundamental. He's a great portrait tattooer. He's technically precise.
My only
He's
concern
really
is that the Buddha and Lotus, even done perfect, it's just not as
He's
impressive
kind
as
of taking
like
the comfortable route. Each piece is really met up with what he does typically at home.
This is all I'm getting for the
Can
final.
actually take down Shane.
That's 3 hours left. You got 3 down, 3 to go.
For this last piece, I'm gonna grab that top spot.
I'm very proud of the tattoo I did on you today, you know what I mean?
Canvases tonight. Instead, you'll be given a second master canvas.
the grand prize. An artist, this is your time to do whatever you want to convince.
Good luck and hard work. But we don't want to make our final judgment on the winner of this contest.
The most insanely stressful moment of my life. I almost dropped to my knees in anger,
Title of Ink
stress.
Master. You have 6 hours to do this tattoo. Your time starts
If he pulls
now.
it off, this will be a true testament to his all-around tattoo ability.
My only concern is what the other guys are going to do.
5 seconds left. That's it. Time's up. Produced impressive work. This week, we asked you to tattoo 2 master canvases.
Back in the
One
face
more
and
select
going, F you, I'm gonna go at this and I'm gonna do it. And you went, I'm gonna go to my safe place, face back, for you to nail it and do it the way you know how, and kill it. That would have changed the whole feel of this tattoo. It looks like it's just kind of lacking the snap in those areas.
How about the 6-hour
Today,
tattoo? She's gorgeous. Hands are beautiful. The face is soft.
I don't know what to look at. My eyes are everywhere.
I'm disappointed in his 6-hour tattoo because there's nothing like Tommy. His best 2 tattoos of this entire competition are right now. If I was judging solely on it, could have gone either way.
Shane.
You've been consistent.
In this last challenge, we wanted to see a little bit more versatility. If this was a competition based on what you do best, you'd be hard.
The judges have decided.
It hasn't really sunk in, man. I can't wait to call my family.
All right, Shane, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.